Hey guys, welcome back to One Pretty Little Box. It is Monday and it is one of my favorite days of the week because it is Mindset Monday, where I share a topic that helps get you prepared and kind of revved up for a great new week. So, are you tired of trying to find time? We're going to talk about that today. So, before we actually hop into the topic, good morning, Shelby girl. You know she's going to peek her head out. Let's do a little bit of housekeeping. If you are new here and you have yet to subscribe, if this video encourages, inspires you in any way, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, because this is something that I like to share on a regular basis. Not necessarily this topic, just getting other people to love the life that they're living right this minute in the moment is like a passion and a desire of mine. I want to see other people loving the life that they live and to stop wishing that they had another life, because we waste time and energy on the wrong things most times. But if those kind of things inspire you, or if that is something you need in your life, this is definitely the channel for you. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. You can give it a thumbs down if you really don't like it. Either way, it kind of helps me out a whole lot. It lets me know what you guys are jiving on and what you're not. And thank you to everyone who has subscribed recently. I appreciate the visits and the support, and you guys are pretty amazing. You are awesome. Okay, now, I don't know about you, but time sometimes is hard to find. But it shouldn't be. And I'm going to kind of debunk that theory. And I've said it before, oh, I need to find time to do this. I need to find time to do that. I need to find time, or I need to make time to fill in the blank. We can't make time. It's already there. I did the numbers. I ran the numbers. You cannot create time because it's already created. We cannot recreate something that's already created. If you have a tree growing in your yard, you cannot recreate that same tree because it's already there, right? Think of your time as that tree in your yard and how you are viewing it. We all have 24 hours in a day. Me, you, and Joe Blow down the street. We all have 168 hours in a week. That's a lot of time. We all have 722 hours in a 30-day month. And get this, are you ready? We all have 8,760 hours in a year. That number blew me away. It was quite interesting as I was doing this. And honestly, I'm going to tell you, this topic really kind of just grew within me yesterday. I'm going to adjust you guys, as you know I always do. It really started Saturday and it kind of built up momentum. And then yesterday I was like, yes, I need to share this, because how many times have I purposely set out to make more time? I can't make time. Time's already created. It's already there. You can't make more time, because that's not how the world works. It's not how that's not how it works. We can't just do that. So here are my tips. Well, let me share a little bit about my weekend. Saturday, I kind of already explained on the last video I posted when I was asking you guys questions. And it simply was that I woke up that morning with full intention of getting the boys up, taking a shower, getting ready for the day, because I was going to go sit and watch their practice. On Saturdays, they have a practice where they play football, by the way. And we have a spring football session. We don't compete in that. It is just building skills and becoming a better unit. And so our offense goes against our defense. So it really isn't. It's just our kids having an extra practice on a Saturday where parents can actually show up and make it. And I was going to make it. Had full intention to. But I get out of the shower and I'm drying my hair and I'm like, oh, yes. And I knew in that moment that I was going to follow through with my intuition, because there was something within me that said, go. You need to go. You need to get away. And during that time, go to Starbucks, get a coffee, get a water, and take your laptop and start working. You guys, I have so many projects behind the scenes that I really want to tackle. Books, and this particular one that came into fruition, it started a few weeks ago and I just couldn't touch it. I couldn't expand on the basic bones that I'd already been kind of putting together. But as I'm sitting there with no internet, they had no internet connection, and I thought, okay, well, that's good. It kind of eliminates distraction. I'm trying to pull up Word, and I needed to log in, so I couldn't really even be productive on the laptop. It was okay. I took my notebook that I was working in, and I sat and I really kind of brainstormed. I had no distractions. I had a table to the right of me, and they were just a bunch of moms gathered planning for prom weekend, which was very precious to actually kind of just have an ear listening. It was I wasn't intentionally listening to their conversation. Their conversation just kind of carried over a little bit. So it was neat to get to hear that, but that to me wasn't a distraction. If I was home trying to work, the laundry, the dog, the cat, the husband, all the million things I haven't been doing were a distraction to me. So to actually go and sit with my coffee, with my water, with my notebook, and be productive and let the creativity just form. It was the best thing I could have done for myself, because not only now do I have a little bit more focus on this book, I can now take what I'm writing in fictional form, put it in a non-fictional form as a workbook, and eventually have either a video conference, or one day I hope to actually stand before many of you and just kind of share a word of encouragement and really just move forward in this vision of mine. And so it just kind of really refreshed me. I felt alive again. If you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, which those links are always down in the description box, you would have already seen that post. If you haven't, go check it out, because I kind of did share a little bit about how alive I felt, and it was the most amazing thing. And then I came home and tackled a couple things, but really kind of just vegged, because that was a lot of juices flowing at one time, and I kind of needed just to take a step back. I did what I needed to do. I needed to take a step back and just kind of just go with the flow. And then, Shelby girl, don't bark. Good girl. Sorry, the neighbor's outside and she likes to terrorize him from the inside. And so yesterday, which was Sunday, I woke up and I knew that my day was going to be something pretty dang amazing. I started off cleaning out the kitchen, you know, I'll always do if I don't clean it up. No, ma'am. Hoping I don't have to pause you. Good girl. Good girl. Go get your bone. Go get your bone. It's in the living room. Anyway, so I get laundry started, and I knew in my head that our hedges were terrible. They have not been trimmed in months. And a lot of times where our box hedges are, you can kind of let them go because they grow at a pretty good rate together. But these were completely out of hand. And I had gotten a plant for Administrative Appreciation Day from work, and I wanted to plant that little mini rose bush out by my mailbox. And so those two things I wanted to get done. Well, surprisingly, I did that before 10 o'clock. It was so nice. And now I can look out and I'm just in awe of how much better the front of our house looks just from a little bitty manicure on the hedges. But I didn't make time to do that. I just did it. That's what we're going to talk about. Time is obviously already in place. It's there. We have a clock. 12 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. and bam. That's your 24 hours. It actually goes 12 a.m. to 12 a.m., believe it or not. We had to look that up because I was curious. and this is a conversation we had months ago at work. It was funny. Either you can manage your time or your time will manage you. And the whole purpose of this video is to get time to work on your side, not to work against you. I said this weekend I found myself on a new revelation, especially related to me and time. Saturday I woke up, I followed my intuition. Sunday I woke up just wanting to allow my day to fall into place, and then I followed my intuition. I didn't have a long to-do list. I'm not saying that to-do lists are bad. I have even mentioned before in another mindset video weeks ago that a power list is pretty amazing to have in place. And a power list is nothing different than a to-do list, except for instead of a list of 1,000,000 tasks that you know you need to do, you list the tasks that are going to put power back in your time and your day. If you were to do one thing, what's going to give you power back over time or over your home or over your schedule? Yesterday, cutting those hedges took power back over my home, over the outside of our home. And then when the boys got back from visiting with their sister, they tackled the yard. And now our yard is set for the week, and it looks amazing. Laundry. I did 8 loads of laundry yesterday. I put power back in our time because every stitch of laundry was clean, except for what we had on our bodies. I took a nap yesterday, and by doing that, I put power back into my day because I was able to re-energize and jump up and continue on with what I needed to do. Those are power things. Anything that's going to give you more power in your time, your day, your focus are things we should be focusing more on. Yes, we all need to dust. I'm looking up and I'm like, oh, it's that time of month again. We always get daddy long legs all the time. And so that's why we have lots of frogs too. We have lots of frogs. They don't come inside though. But there is a retention canal right behind our house, so we have all kinds of critters around here. But take back your time. Take back your time. Stop trying to make something that you can't create. You cannot create more time in your day, but you can manage your time. And you can be the manager of your time. And if your power list even, or to-do list, take over your day, then you have let time management actually rule your time in your day. And you've got to learn to use your intuition and do what's actually there. The more I do that, the older I get, I see how much fruit there is in it. It's kind of like if we just learn to trust ourselves enough with the vision that we have, whether it's going to lead to anything, just do it. It's just an amazing feeling. Had I not went out and trimmed the hedges, Shelby, leave the kitty cat alone. Shelby. Good girl. Leave Kit Kat alone. He's hiding back there for a reason. Had I not trimmed those hedges, I don't think I would have been as productive the rest of my day if I would have just let it go. I even in my mind contemplated on paying one of the boys to do it. But there's something so fruitful and so amazing about doing it yourself that getting your hands in there and getting dirty and tackling a job with your own hands, not paying someone else to do it for you, is so liberating and so energizing. I truly am one that believes we need to be outside in nature more often. There are studies saying that we need to be walking in grass and bare feet, and we need to be in the sunshine, and we need to be in the fresh air. Shelby, no. Shelby was being intentional with her time. She was not trying to get the kitty cat. She was trying to get her ball. That's one of her most important tools in her life. All right, guys. So this week, I challenge you to stop trying to make time. Look at the time that you have and make the most of the time. There's a difference of making the most of the time you have and trying to make time. We can't create something that's already there. We can't recreate it. It's like you're trying to reinvent the wheel. Well, the wheel's already been invented. You can't reinvent it. You might can change it. You might can change its purpose. You might can change the outside. You might can change what it looks like, the materials that's used, but you can't change the invention that's already there. Time was created the very first moment of life. So, I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I cannot wait to hear your stories of how you have taken a hold of the time in your day and began to not let it manage you anymore. Until next time.